I'm going to show you how to automate anything with ChatGPT. And once you know how to do this, you'll never waste hours on repetitive tasks again. You can take any job in your business, hand it off to AI, and get it done in seconds. I want to show you exactly how to do this and prove it to you by building a custom AI automation live right in front of you.
The useful takeaway here is not automate anything. It is how to turn one repeatable business task into a packaged GPT. That is a smaller claim, but it is much more useful. A client proposal generator is a good example because the inputs are predictable: client brief, scope, timeline, pricing, and tone. If the task has a repeatable input and a repeatable output, it can probably become a custom GPT.
A different account here, I think, to share this stuff. And so what we're going to do over here is we're going to start building this out. Okay. So for example, what we need to do is really look at what the stage is here in terms of building it. So if we go over to the GPT section here, then we're going to click on Explore GPTs. This is how you can create them. We're going to click on Create, and then we're going to name it. So for example, let's name this Client Proposals. And then over on the right-hand side, we can actually...
That is the strongest part of the workflow. Do not start by typing random instructions into the GPT builder. Start by designing the job. Ask for the role, the required inputs, the output format, the quality rules, and the failure behavior. Then paste that system prompt into the GPT builder. The real automation is the specification. ChatGPT is just the container.
Get the prompt first, and then we'll go from there. So now we've got the system prompt. As you can see, it says you're an expert client proposal writer. When someone pastes in the brief, your job is to generate a professional document. So we're going to take that. Then we're going to go over to ChatGPT here. We'll plug this in, and then we can add a conversation starter, basically a button people click to get access. So we're going to say, okay, start a client proposal here, like that. You can also attach knowledge files and context to your custom GPTs to make them better, but I'm just going to go with that. Then we're going to click on create over here. We're going to save that, grab the link like this, we'll copy that, and then now we can test this out, right? So you can see it's updating. So I'm just going to...
The test is where most people stop too early. One clean example proves the GPT can respond. It does not prove it can handle messy briefs, missing budgets, vague goals, weird industries, bad formatting, or a client asking for something risky. Before sharing it with the team, I would test 5 ugly briefs and write down exactly what a bad proposal looks like. Here is the practical checklist. Pick one repeatable deliverable. Collect 3 real examples. Define the input fields the GPT must ask for. Write the output structure before writing the prompt. Add rules for tone, assumptions, and what it should refuse to invent. Then add one conversation starter that makes the workflow obvious for a non-technical user. The limitation is that this is not a full business process yet. It does not pull data from your CRM. It does not send the proposal. It does not know whether pricing is approved. It does not create a follow-up task. So call it what it is, a reusable drafting assistant. That is still valuable, but it needs human review before it touches customers. My verdict: use this for repeatable document work first. Proposals, briefs, SOPs, audits, outreach drafts, intake summaries. Skip anything with money movement, legal promises, private customer data, or irreversible actions until you have proper permissions and logging. Custom GPTs are best when they make one boring job consistent, not when they pretend to automate the whole company.